until I understood a specific statement. Before then, I wasn't growing. I felt like everything was just stagnant. I felt like I had no ability to grow. I was lacking in a lot of things in my life before I knew about this statement. The statement is, you are the only one responsible for your life. And apologies if it sounds cliche. I'm sure it does. It sounds very cliche. But for me, this statement has actually changed my life. It's changed the way I grow. It's changed the way I see life. It's changed the way I see things. It's gave me a new mindset, a new perspective onto life. And as I said, I know it does sound cliche, but I do believe now again it is a great thing to remind ourselves of certain things. And this statement for me is one that I remind myself of, because we are the only ones responsible for our lives. And as obvious as that sounds, sometimes it takes time for us to actually come to the realization on how much truth there is within that statement. And I've always said this on my videos, and I always say this to myself. If there is something that I want to go after, achieve, succeed, etc., then I am the only one that can make that happen. So if you do have a goal, you can achieve that. A lot of people, another thing that I feel like most people struggle with is that belief. I used to be one of them when I was younger, but since I want to say I hit 14, 15, I feel like my belief has always been there. But before then, I didn't really have that belief. I thought that maybe people were lucky. I thought that maybe there were certain people born with certain talents or able to achieve certain things, as if it was selected in a way. But the more that I have grown up, the more that I have started to realize, and even from seeing other people's experiences, using other people's experiences, I've been able to understand that anyone has the potential. Anyone can make their goals and dreams happen. I believe personally the only difference is how we talk to ourselves, how we say things to ourselves, how we look at the challenges, how we look at our goals. Do we look at our goals as something that isn't going to happen? A bit like how I used to when I was less than 14, when I was younger. So I feel like there was a point for me, and even sometimes now, I feel like we can get that switch. That switch might present itself to us, where we have the decision, we have the choice to change things. And I believe every opportunity, that switch is there. And I feel like that's what I done back then. I feel like I decided to change, and that can be an important thing for a lot of people, because as I have said in a couple of my other videos, when I was in high school, it was such a difficult time for me. And from then, I was able to flip that switch and start seeing things as positive. Start to think positive. So I believe everyone has that switch. There is still some times now where I had to flip that switch and change the way I think on maybe certain aspects of life. And sometimes, if not most times, change requires discomfort. Maybe you've already realized this, but I am so glad that even now, when I start to change things, when I decide to change things, I have that moment of discomfort, because it reminds me that what I'm doing isn't easy. It's going to be hard. It's not easy. Even deciding to go after our goals, even deciding to want something better for ourselves, for our family, it isn't easy. It's tough. It's challenging. But as I've said in a lot of my other videos, there's a reason why things are hard. There's a reason why not a lot of people have the things that you might have or that you would like to have, because they might not like that discomfort. But the thing is about that discomfort is that we get to learn about ourselves. We get to understand what we are like in certain situations. We get to understand how we operate, what is our mindsets like, and then we have that opportunity to change. We have that opportunity to get better. Every day is a learning opportunity. It builds us up physically, it builds us up internally, so that we are able to get through those challenges, to fight those challenges. Every day is an opportunity for growth. So even discomfort, even the things that we may face in life, these things are going to happen. But these things are just part of life. Again, something that I'm still telling myself, still reminding myself of. I'm not sure if you get what I'm saying, but if you're wanting to go after a goal, and in that goal, you start to understand how pretty tough it is. And that's normal. It's not as if we choose to be happy and straight away we're happy. It does take time. But within that middle bit, there is opportunity to get better at it. There's challenges within that that can present opportunities for other things. So that's just the great thing about going after goals and just growing in general. So I hope that this video could help you in any type of way. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you could please like this video, subscribe down below, and if you know anyone that may benefit from watching this, then I would appreciate it if you could please share this video to them. Apologies if this video was kind of maybe confusing or maybe you didn't understand as much. I feel like right now I'm starting to experience a tough moment in terms of like recording stuff. I'm finding it kind of more difficult to record stuff on how I'm able to think things while saying it and even prepare before I create the videos. As I've said in a lot of my videos, including this video, that's just what happens. I pick the goal, I choose the goal, and I go after it. And within the journey, it's going to be tough. That's what I'm experiencing right now, but I'm sure I'll get better at it anyway. So thank you again for watching. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you could get something out of this video, even if it's something small. I hope that it could help you in some way. And everything that I mention in this video is things that I do, things that I believe in. And I wouldn't say it's advice, it's more of take it or leave it. If it helps you, that's great. If it doesn't, then that's fine. If you want to take things from this video on things that have helped me and on things that I tell myself, then that's fine. If you don't, again, that's fine. So thank you so much, and I will see everyone in the next one.